is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
On today's episode, we are discussing Remember Sunday, which is a Hallmark Hall of Fame movie from 2013 and part of our Hallmark Hall of Fame series. We are running through the month of February. You can stream it on Hallmark Plus. Hang out with us on Instagram. Y'all, we are Girls Gone Hallmark.
Hey, if you want to join our Girls Gone Hallmark Facebook group, we have one. We'd love for you to come on over there. There's just a lot of super fans there who like to talk about Hallmark. It's a great group, drama-free.
Indeed. We shut that drama down so fast, you'll never even know it happened if you aren't paying close attention.
That is right. No time for that.
Hey, you want to talk a synopsis for Remember Sunday?
I do. A lonely waitress meets a handsome, quirky jewelry store clerk who had a brain aneurysm and thus has short-term memory loss.
Remember Sunday was directed by Jeff Bleckner. Jeff has a total of 85 directing credits, which includes several Hallmark Hall of Fame movies, including Loving Leah and Beyond the Blackboard.
Is Beyond the Blackboard? I saw a message from somebody who said we should watch. I don't know if it was Beyond the Blackboard or another like teaching adjacent movie.
I think it was Beyond the Blackboard. Loving Leah has also been recommended as one we should add to our list.
Oh, we will make a note of that. I don't know when we can revisit more Hall of Fame movies, but in the future for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Michael Case and Barry Morrow share writing credit. Michael Case has only one writing credit, and it's this movie. Barry Morrow is an Emmy and Academy Award-winning writer, best known for his 1988 screenplay, Rain Man.
Hey.
Yeah, like big dog.
Alexis Bledel stars as Molly. Alexis is best known for her role as Rory on Gilmore Girls and Emily on The Handmaid's Tale. This role came 6 years after Gilmore Girls ended.
Did you have that? Were you like watching going,
oh, it's in my notes.
What is this? Oh, okay.
Oh, not
Zachary?
time-wise. I was just doing some like Rory. We'll talk about it.
Okay. Zachary Levi co-stars as Gus. Zachary has 78 acting credits and is best known for his role as Chuck in the sitcom Chuck.
Merritt Weaver plays Sister Lucy. With 54 acting credits, Merritt had a significant role as Zoe in the series Nurse Jackie, appearing in 80 episodes. That's where I know her from.
I was wondering, I know you said you started watching that show.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever get past season 1?
No, I like it, but it's one of those not made for binging.
Yeah. Valerie Aslin plays roommate Jolene. Valerie has appeared in many network sitcoms, including 2.5 Men, How I Met Your Mother, and Hot in Cleveland.
Barry Shabaka Henley appears as Baptiste. He has well over 100 acting credits with a long-running role as Uncle Tunde in Bob Hart's Abishola. He most recently appeared in the reboot of The Comeback.
David Hoffman appears as friend Jerry. He's another actor who has appeared in many projects, including Modern Family, Castle, and Bones.
Jerry Adler plays jewelry shop owner Sam. Jerry had 60 acting credits with roles in The Good Wife, Mad About You, and The Sopranos. Jerry passed late last year. Let's take a quick break, and we will come right back with our first impression. Hey, Wendy, what is your first impression of Remember Sunday?
Well, I might be the newest Hallmark Hall of Fame fan club president. 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3.
Are you just not counting last week's movie?
I'm not. Okay, I know we didn't really talk about it. So last week we were supposed to review My Dreams of You, and I didn't really like that movie. So I am glad that I'm just like ignoring that one. As of right now, 3 out of 3.
Got it. As far as anybody knows. My actual first impression as this movie started was, hey, this is 50 First Dates.
I know. Okay, we're going to talk about that too. We are going to talk about that too.
Okay.
Tell me what you liked. What?
Did you look up the timeline? Which came first?
I did not look at the timeline. What movie did come first?
I don't know. 50 First Dates came way first.
Did it?
2004.
There's a movie called The Vow that has a similar storyline as well.
Oh, yeah?
When did that come out? And tell me who stars in that.
The Vow stars
Rachel McAdams?
Yes, and Channing Tatum, and it came out in 2012.
Okay, and this was 2013?
Yes, and 50 First Dates was 2004.
Okay.
So let's talk what we liked.
Well, let me just talk about that for a second. 50 First Dates and The Vow. I think it's hard to make this story like fresh and new.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a guy that has, or your lead has a short-term memory loss and you have to do the same thing every single day for him to exist. I mean, how do you recycle that?
I agree. The similarities to me, right when they're like, read me first, like read this every morning. That's very similar to the end of 50 First Dates when they finally let her in on what's happening. And I think you're right. What other way is there to do it? And I thought the movie was fresh enough. The idea was fresh enough that it didn't feel like a straight ripoff of that movie. It just was reminiscent of that and not in a bad way.
Yes, agree. All that to say is, even though it is similar to those movies, and this isn't the first time Hallmark has put out a movie that's similar to like a theatrical movie, I did enjoy it.
I enjoyed it too. Might be my favorite.
It's been your favorite?
Of the Hall of Fame movies? It might be.
Really?
What was the second one? I can't even remember.
Oh, God. Follow Your Stars Home or whatever.
Yeah,
that was just
tough.
heartbreaking.
That's tough. That was a good movie, but very hard to watch.
Yes. I gotta tell you, I really like Zachary Levi. I didn't watch Chuck. Like, I'm familiar with him as an actor. In fact, I just saw a commercial for something that said like narrated by Zachary Levi. I was like, oh, hey there. I liked him a lot in this.
I loved him. It's in my notes. I did watch maybe like a season of the show, Chuck. I don't know why I didn't continue it, but I remember liking it. He is so damn good in this role. And the moments where he gets frustrated are so good. When he's to his sister, he's like, I can't live like this anymore. I mean, he was selling it to me. I felt those moments, Zachary Levi.
I agree. Like 50 First Dates, the Drew Barrymore character is like so quirky, and like I felt like this was a different take. Like he was very frustrated with this life that he was dealt, but also like it could have gone like, I want to say like slapsticky, but not. You know what I mean? Like it could have been very Groundhoggy Day, and it wasn't. So I enjoyed the way he played the character.
Yeah, look, I like 50 First Dates a lot. I really enjoy that movie, and I like the humor in it, but that's a very different movie, and I liked the tone exactly like you said. I think it works so well. I think he sells it. I think the background of him being this like the next great Nobel Prize winning scientist was a great way to add that gravity to it.
Okay. Yeah.
No? You didn't care?
No, like I'm going to talk about it in a minute, but I agree. Like it makes the stakes higher that he was going to be this next Albert Einstein or whatever they called him,
Well, I don't think it makes like the loss. When you say that, I don't know that makes the loss any greater. Like if I were to lose my memory, would I be like, it's not as important because I wasn't on, my brain wasn't anything special, right? Like,
yeah.
A life is a life. So I don't know that it makes it any less valuable, but I just think it changed the tone of the movie.
Yes.
Look, let's talk about Alexis Bledel.
Sure.
I was really worried. I have not watched The Handmaid's Tale. And the only other thing I've seen her in is probably the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 100 years ago. And I was really worried that I would not be able to see her as anyone other than Rory Gilmore. My daughter and I are currently rewatching Gilmore Girls. We're in season 6, so she's, like semi-adult Rory at this point. That was not the case for me at all. She was so clearly Molly to me in this role. I don't hear a lot of talk about Alexis Bledel being this like earth-shatteringly great actor.
Mm-hmm.
I loved her as Molly in this role.
I thought she was darling.
No problem believing her. It wasn't like, oh, she's Rory in another character. I loved Molly. I loved her as Molly. I thought she sold me on who this person was. I thought the casting was great. And I thought her chemistry with Zachary Levi was great as well.
I agree with you.
Okay.
100%. I thought I was worried too. You know me, I've watched Gilmore over and over and over. And you're right. Like there are some criticisms of Alexis Bledel as Rory, like as not being like a strong actor, but I thought she was great in this. Like she was slightly quirky. She's easy to root for. You know, she's somebody who's trying to build her life, has like a lot of things going against her financially. It was easy to root for both of these characters who were kind of trying to find their footing.
So the thing is in this movie with all the Hallmark Hall of Fame movies is I find they always have some sort of heartwarming element. And I really loved the number of people who were working to keep Gus's life running smoothly.
Yes, go ahead.
Like, of course, his sister, right? Like his sister moved him closer to her. She's fully invested. She's got everything. Like she has arranged her life. She's a support system for him. She's done everything she can to help him live independently. But you have all these other ancillary characters. You have his boss, right? Who has to do a hard thing later in the movie and feels bad for it. But other than that, has given him a purpose, has given him a way to earn a living. His upstairs neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, every time she would say like, I have completely forgotten her name, but she would introduce herself and her son. And she's like, we live upstairs. His best friend, as irritated as he gets with him in these moments, he's so good because he's annoyed, he's frustrated, he's funny about it, but he shows up every single time. And he is the one who makes sure that date happens. And so even though he has real moments of frustration, he still is a good friend who shows up for his friend, does the best friend thing. Those moments made me feel warm inside.
I agree. I agree with you. I also liked Molly's boss, Baptiste, and Gus's boss. Like those are really nice, like surrogate parents for these characters. Yeah, I really liked it. Like when Baptiste like gives Molly all the cash that he has in his pocket.
I know.
I mean, that's just so nice.
When he's so heartbroken for her, and when he sees that her wages have been garnished.
Yes.
You know, he could have just been like annoyed or frustrated or irritated with her. And instead he's just like, this girl's going through it. And I did love that too.
Yeah.
When his sister Lucy is talking to Gus about his relationship with Molly before he has told Molly, and he's not sure what to do about it. I have a lot of thoughts about that. But when he's not sure what to do, he's like, it's not fair to her. And she says, it's fair to date her if you let her make the decision with all of the information. I loved that. I just loved it. Like she was like, you're a good person who's worthy of love, but people need to know the whole story here.
Right. Exactly. You know who wasn't great though? Molly's roommate.
What a B word. Yes.
I was like, you know, like she was supportive of Molly too, but like that was such a dick move when she like deletes his message.
Yes. She was leading with antagonism the entire time. There was no room for grace in her actions at all.
Yes. Agree. Agree. One thing I really liked was towards the end when Molly realizes that Gus is not going to get any better. And, you know, she's all hyped on this like surgery that he's technically already had. But it's this moment where she understands that this is a permanent situation and like she just meets him where he's at. And I loved that.
I do. And you know, I love prior to the sister revealing, like, he's already had this and it didn't work, he had said to her, if this doesn't work, you have to promise me that you'll move on. And so when she discovers that it doesn't work, she moves on. She gives him what he wanted. And then when she comes back, she's like, it's almost like I gave you that chance. I realized that wasn't what was best for either of us. I thought it was great. Like, you could really fault her because she meets his ex-fiance.
Yeah.
And I loved that scene because I thought it was going to go a different direction. Like, the fiance was going to be like, well, maybe he could have this with me. And Molly's like, wait, you left him? Like, you left him behind? Like, you suck. And she's like, well, he couldn't have been a father. I like that they showed the difference between those two women.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what's funny is, like, I hadn't even given any consideration to the life
Me either.
relationships he had prior.
Yeah.
So I thought that scene was super good. Like, oh, he was my fiance, and then heartbreaking when she was like, well, I wanted to have children and he would never remember them. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, speaking of people who were truly good, his former coworkers, when they discover, like, they used his work and they named it after him and they gave him credit, which he would have never known if they hadn't. And just the number of good people in this movie was necessary for me.
Yeah, agree. Can we talk wishes?
Sure.
So to expand on that, I hated all the science TED Talk stuff. Like, it was like, this is where the movie went a little sideways for me. Like, when they go out to, like, Gus's old school and it's like tons of science, heavy science information. Like, I didn't need any of that.
Yeah,
Like, just a mere.
Did
you?
Mostly because I didn't feel like I didn't understand any of it, but I also didn't feel like they spent enough time trying to explain the science of it that we were expected to understand it.
Okay, fair. It just didn't land for me, though. I was like, this is a road too far for me. Also, maybe it's just because, like, I feel now I'm so accustomed to, like, a regular Hallmark movie that
These are heavier.
yeah, totally.
Gus is so open with his upstairs neighbor, with Bernadette. Like, when she introduces herself to him, and he like, almost every time he's like, I have memory problems, I'm so sorry. He's so open with her and in his life that it was, while I understood why he wouldn't immediately want to let Molly in on this, I did find the misdirection frustrating.
It went too long.
There's so much room in this story for conflict without keeping secrets. Like, the man forgets all of his short-term memories overnight. There's a lot of room for conflict there.
Yeah.
But he also knows that this is not a sustainable relationship to keep recording their conversations and taking notes.
Yeah.
That's not going to go on forever. And so it's so frustrating, especially when he almost tells her and she's like, I don't want to know. I hate when they do that. You need to step up and be like, you need this information. Yes, it is important. I know more than you do about this situation. So this is information that you need to have.
I agree with you, but on the flip side of that, I'm like, Molly, can you please listen for a second?
Yes.
Like, she was not even giving him a minute to explain anything.
I know. And I was like, is that coming from, she's had all these bad relationships, and so she doesn't want to let, like, whatever he thinks is going on, like, she just wants to give him the benefit of the doubt. But if he has something he needs you to know, you need to listen, especially when the assumption is like, I got all these girls on the back burner. That's why I can't remember your name or can't recognize. No.
Yeah.
Just everybody shh for a second.
Yeah. Yeah. How frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
How frustrating. My final wish was Molly's financial story resolves itself very neatly.
Yeah, check just shows up in the mail.
Big old fat check, and she's like, oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. And, like, problem solved.
Yeah, all
I
she
don't know.
does is make one angry phone call. She's like, I need that money. And the lawyer finally comes through.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, whatever. It seemed like Molly had like a lot of things like happening, like she's a student, she's a waitress, and she's broke, and she's got this weird like probate situation happening.
Also, can they garnish your wages for student loan debt? Because,
I don't know.
oh, yes, your wages can be garnished for defaulted student loan debt. Okay. Evidently, yes, they can.
Yeah, poor thing. Like, how do you survive if your wages are garnished?
I understand, like, garnish child support payments that don't go paid.
Yeah.
But student loan debt?
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have any more wishes?
Nope, let's talk. Did you see that?
I only have one.
Okay.
And it's more of a question. What does Remember Sunday have to do with anything?
Well, there was that one scene. I think Sunday's the day she takes him. She's like, I have a plan for you. She's like, remember Sunday. And she writes it on his hand, remember Sunday.
Okay. Yeah.
I have just a couple little things. One, the font on his transcription software was enormous. And I understand that it's so that we can read it, but it was enormous. It was like 24 point.
Yes. Yes.
Question, when they go for their roller skating date, in all of their other interactions, he kind of has it set up in a way that he can figure out who she is in a way. They don't show us that. And I was like, wait, how did he know who she was for their date? I'm very curious about that. And finally, I just wanted to point out the running bits in this movie, which I kind of alluded to, but the you owe me $5 kid, great. The you're divorced bit with his best friend. And I like the resolution of that at the end. He's like, just kidding. I put it in my notes. And finally, a little mini recurring bit is at the roller rink. We have this side character of Chip who's just causing mischief. And I love finally when we have the couples dance, the DJ's like, get off the floor, Chip. It made me laugh out loud.
Such a random inclusion, right?
Yes, but I loved it. It just adds flavor to the movie.
Yeah.
What did you rate Remember Sunday?
4 stars.
Me too.
Yeah, it was good. I really like these movies a lot.
Me too. I've been impressed.
Me too. Bring them back.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. If you love this podcast, y'all know what to do. You're not new around here. Give us those 5-star ratings and reviews, and we will be back next time with more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.